So in the previous lecture, continuing with the same question, we were doing question number 10 and we reached up to this step. After this step, we were doing question number 12, and after reaching this step, there is just a few steps left that we are going to do over here. This is equal to cot gamma by 2. Okay, so cancel out all the same terms and we are going to get cot beta by 2 plus cot alpha by 2 over cot alpha by 2 cot beta by 2 minus 1 equals to cot gamma by 2. Now, in order to get this expression, we know that in this expression we don't have any denominators. So what am I going to do is I am going to cross multiply these. Okay, this will be equal to cot beta by 2 plus cot alpha by 2 equals to, multiplying this one will be multiplied with this, and cot gamma by 2 will be multiplied with this whole expression, cot of alpha by 2 cot of beta by 2 minus 1. Now this will be equal to cot beta by 2, and multiplying this bracket we are going to get product of these three, and minus cot gamma by 2. Now shifting this expression to the left hand side, we are going to get the exact expression as we require. So this will be equal to cot, and I can write, let me write alpha by 2 first over here. We can easily do that because we know that commutative law holds in these real numbers. Okay, cot beta, we shifting this expression to the left hand side, this will be plus cot gamma by 2 equals to okay. So this is the same expression as the expression that we required in the question. So we have proved this result, and this ends the solution. Now the next question is question number 14. We have what do we have to do is they have given us some expression of this form. Okay, and we have to express in the form of r sine theta plus phi or r sine theta minus phi. Okay, we have to express this expression which is given to us. We have to bring this expression in this form. Okay, either this or this, you have choices of two. Now suppose I want to, let me expand this. Okay, over here r sine theta plus phi. If I expand this by using the identities, this will be sine theta plus phi r sine theta plus phi. We know that that is equal to sine theta, not sine, cos sine, cos of phi, okay, plus cos of theta and sine of phi. According to sine alpha plus beta, the identity sine alpha plus beta, we know that this is equal to, this is r, and sine theta plus phi will be equal to sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. Okay, so if we apply this identity and then if you multiply the brackets, so opening this bracket, yeah, now it is given to us that we have to express this expression in this form. Okay, the question is that we have to write this expression in this form. Okay, we have to write it in this expression, and in order to write in this expression, first I am going to convert this into this form, and after this form, after writing this expression into this form, we will get what they want us to find. So we are given this. Now if you compare both these quantities, this expression and this over here, in place of over here sine theta, or let me write it as, so I'm going to write cos phi first, and then I'm going to write r cos of phi and sine theta, so that you can see it better. Okay, that's the same thing as over here, and over here I'm going to write cos theta over here and sine phi over here, because it will make you things more clear. Okay, r sine phi and cos theta. So over here, if you observe these two quantities, sine theta and sine theta are same over here. Okay, cos theta and cos theta are same. The only difference in these two expressions is that in place of r cos phi we have 12, and in place of r sine phi we have 5. Now if we can find r and phi, r and phi both are unknown quantities. R unknown quantities. Okay, so we have to find r and phi in such a way that r cos phi becomes equal to 12 and r sine phi becomes equal to 5. Then we can easily express this form in this form. Okay, if we somehow find r, which is always a positive quantity, this is always a positive quantity, as it is obvious from the definition of the sine and cosine, and phi is some angle. Okay, we have to find both these quantities in such a way, if we can get r and phi in such a way that r cos phi becomes equal to 12 and r sine phi becomes equals to 5, then we can easily write 12 as r cos phi and 5 as r sine phi, and we can get this expression. After this finding this expression, we can easily write it in the form of this form. Okay, so we have to convert this expression into this form. First I'm going to find r and phi, okay, the two unknown quantities which will make this whole expression equal to 12, and r sine phi, r and phi, which will make r sine phi equals to 5. After that, what am I going to do? I'm going to pick this expression and replace 12 by r cos of phi and replace 5 by r sine phi, which will give me this expression. And after finding this expression, we can easily go to the left hand side. So we have to find r and phi, which will give us 12 equal to r cos of phi. Okay, r cos of phi should be equal to 12 and r sine of phi should be equal to 5. Okay, so I'm going to find r sine of phi equal to 5, and I'm going to find r and phi, which will make this r cos of phi equal to 12. So this is our aim. Okay, so these two expressions are given to us. These are the required expression. After r cos phi becomes equal to 12, okay, I can replace 12 by r cos of phi, and I can replace 5 by r sine phi. But we have to find such values of r and phi which will make these two expressions equal to the right hand side, which will make r cos of phi equal to 12 and r sine of phi equal to 5. So we have to find r equals to what, and we have to find r and phi, the two unknowns, which will make r cos of phi equal to 12 and r sine phi equal to 12. Basically what we need to do is we will have to solve these two equations. Okay, we are going to find the value of r and phi from these two equations, because these two equations will help us to find those r and phi which will make this expression equal to 5 and this expression equal to 5. Okay, this expression equal to 12 and this expression equal to 5. So let's start. From here, these two equations, I can easily find the value of r. How? What am I going to do is, I'm going to square these two equations. Okay, I'm going to square them and I'm going to add these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. This is 1 and 2. Okay, after squaring this, r square cos square phi plus, I'm going to square them and then I'm going to add them. Okay, the left hand sides are added of both the equation. I'm going to square them and add the right hand side also. Okay, this will be equal to 144 plus 25, taking r square common from here, cos square phi plus sine square phi will be equal to this expression. Now we know that by the first identity of trigonometry, this is equal to 1. So it will 144 plus 25 will be equal to, that will be equal to 169, and r square into 1 will be r square. So this implies that r is equal to 13, and r is never a negative number. Okay, do remember that. So I will take the positive root only of 169. So we found the value of r. Now we want to find the value of phi. Okay, in order to find the value of phi, what am I going to do is I am going to divide equation 2 by 1. Dividing equation 2 by 1, what do we get? R sine of phi over r cos of phi is equal to, dividing these two equations, this will be equal to 5 over 12. Okay, so tangent phi is equal to 5 over 12. From here we can find phi equals to tangent inverse of 5 over 12. Okay, this is the value of phi and value of r. Okay, these are the two values of phi and r, which will phi will be equal to, we have divided both the equations, so tangent phi become equal to, so what we did over here is we needed r and phi, which will make r cos phi equal to 12 and r sin phi equal to 5. So we have to solve these two equations first. I squared both the equation and added them. Okay, r square cos square phi plus r square sin square phi equals to 12 square plus 5 square. So we have added both these equations. First we squared them and then we added them. From here, using the first identity, r square cos square phi plus sin square phi, this is equal to 1. So r square is equal to 144 plus 25, which is 169. R came out to be equal to 13, and tangent phi came out to be equal to 5 by 12. From here we could find the value of phi, which is tangent inverse of 5 by 12. Now these two quantities were unknown, but now we know that if we take r equals to 13, okay, from here if we take r equals to 13 and phi equals to tangent inverse of 5 by 12, so we have we have the values of r and phi, which can make r cos phi equal to 12 and r sin phi equal to 5. Okay, so this was our aim, to find these two quantities which will make r cos phi equal to 12 and r sin phi equal to 12. Now we can tell them that if you take r is equal to 13 and phi is equal to tangent inverse of 5 by 12, you can put r cos phi is equal to 12 and r sin phi is equal to 5. And now we can replace this 12 by r cos of phi and this 5 by r sin of phi, because now r and phi are not unknown, they are the values which we have found. So now we can tell them that r cos of phi can be replaced by 12 and r sin phi can be replaced by 5 when you take phi equals to this quantity and r is equal to this quantity. Okay, so what am I going to do is I am going to take this expression, take 12 sin theta plus 5 cos theta. Okay, now I'm taking this expression which is given in the question. We have to write this in the form of this. I'm going to write this in this form and then I'm going to move over here. Okay, so 12, we know that 12 can be written as r cos phi. Now we know two quantities with the help of which we can make r cos of phi equal to 12. So 12 will be replaced by r cos of phi. Okay, because we have already informed them that there are values of r and phi which make r cos phi equals to 12. So now we know this is not an unknown quantity now. Okay, it is a known quantity, and 5 can be replaced by r sin of phi. Okay, cos theta, where theta r is equal to 13 and phi equals to tangent inverse of 5 by 12. Okay, so now 12 is equal to r cos of phi and 5 is equal to r sin phi, where r is equal to 13 and phi is equal to tangent inverse of 5 by 12. Yes. 5 by 12. Now this expression can be written as, we can take r common from it, so it will be cos of phi sin theta plus sin phi cos of theta. Okay, where r is equal to 13 and phi is equal to 10. Now we know that this expression is equal to sin, we know sin alpha cos beta plus sin beta cos alpha, that is equal to sin alpha plus beta. Okay, by the trigonometric identity, by using trigonometric identity, sin of a plus b is equal to what? Is equal to sin of a cos of b plus cos of a sin of b. By using this identity, this expression can be replaced by r sin phi. So we had started from this expression, we replaced it by 12 by r cos of phi, because we know that when we take r is equal to 13 and phi equals to this, we can get an expression r cos of phi equal to 12. And replacing phi by r sin of phi, after applying this identity, we got this result which was required by the question. Okay, in the question they had asked us to express this in the form of this. We did this, and we have also told them that r and phi are these two quantities. So after putting these two quantities over here, we can say that this expression is equal to this expression. Okay, phi to be taken as this and r to be taken as 13. We can tell them that this expression is equal to this, and this completes the question as well as the exercise. The remaining parts are the same as this. So you do try and tell me if you have any problem in that.